So today I'm making a teriyaki chicken with rice. It's actually my first time cooking two things at once inside of my Instant Pot. And to do this, you need to have a trivet. Most of them come with this thing, but you need this. And then you need a oven-safe glass bowl. So the first part of the recipe, this is an Amy and Jacky recipe, and I'll post the link down below if you're interested in making it. It does use chicken thighs with skin and the bone-ins. It's been marinating about 40 minutes. The recipe only said 20 minutes, but I just let it marinate longer. So the first thing it says to do is to pour all the marinating juice into the Instant Pot on the saute mode, and then it says to add garlic cloves. I don't have garlic cloves, I only have minced garlic. And then for some reason yesterday at Sprouts I could not find the fresh ginger. They didn't have any, so I bought this like dehydrated one that's supposed to rehydrate as you use it. So we're gonna give this a shot and see how it goes. Okay, so I turned the Instant Pot onto the saute mode, and so now I'm just gonna go ahead and add the teriyaki sauce into there like so. And all the sugar stuck to the bottom. So it's probably gonna be lower in carbs now. I'm supposed to put in 4 cloves of garlic, and with this little jar thing, 1 clove equals half a teaspoon. So I'm gonna put in 4, I may put 5 just because I have a couple pieces of extra chicken I'm putting in here. So I need to bump up the recipe for ratio. Let's do 1 more. Now the ginger is gonna be a hit or miss because it said 1 thin slice of ginger for the recipe. The directions on this just says 1 teaspoon equals 1 teaspoon of fresh. And again, I might just put a little bit extra just because I have those couple pieces of chicken that's extra. Ooh, it smells pretty good. I'm just gonna put a couple little pieces of it extra in there. It's weird because it's like hairy like real ginger. You know how it leaves little shredded pieces afterwards? Same thing. Okay, so it says to saute this. I think it said only for like 30 seconds you're supposed to saute it. It did say that because it was supposed to be whole cloves and the thin slice of ginger, it did say to remove the pieces after you let it simmer for, I think it was supposed to simmer for 30 seconds to remove any of the alcohol because there's sake in there, although I didn't use sake, I just used white wine. But there's just too many pieces going on in there that I am not gonna try to fish them out. I'm just gonna leave them, and then we'll just deal with it with our chicken. Okay, next it says to place the chicken back inside of the soy sauce while it's on the saute mode. And I think it said skin side down. And I have a little bit of sauce left over in there still. Okay, so this part is gonna be interesting because now I'm supposed to put the little trivet over the chicken. Okay. My other concern is, so you're supposed to just put this in here like so, and see it's already slanting because that chicken is uneven. But you're supposed to just put it in there, and normally when I see that people are triveting cooking like this, they cover it, but her directions don't say to cover the rice. So I'm going to follow her instructions and not do it my way. So let me go ahead and get my rice in. Okay, and she didn't say to spray the bowl or anything. So here's 1 cup of rice I'm pouring right into the bowl. And then it says 1 cup of cold water. But then it says to make sure that the rice is fully covered with the water. So, like my rice is not fully covered right. There. I guess that's okay right there. Ay, ay, ay. I'm so nervous about this. Okay, then I'm gonna put the lid on. We're gonna close the vent. Okay, so it says that we're supposed to put it on manual for 6 minutes. So now it's gonna cook for 6 minutes, and then it says to natural release for 10. So I'm hoping that I have time. I have to go and pick up my son right now, and I'm hoping that it takes a while to bring up to temperature, that by the time I get back, I'll be here in time to take the rice out. Okay, so the rice does look like it's all cooked. Fluff with a fork. Oops, sorry. Okay, so rice looks good. Okay, so I went ahead and just strained the sauce just to try to get all of that ginger out of there. And I just turned on the saute button again, and I dumped the sauce back inside the Instant Pot, and now we're gonna be adding a little bit of cornstarch with water just to thicken it up. I'm just gonna whisk it now. So I went ahead and transferred the chicken into my air fryer, and the brown pieces right there, those were the pieces of the chicken that were at the bottom of the Instant Pot. I did have some pieces that were toppled on top of each other, and I just went ahead and poured the strained marinade sauce over it, kind of just glazed it, and then put it in the air fryer at 400 degrees for 2 to 3 minutes. And then I already have 2 meal prep containers here with 1/2 cup of white rice and 1 serving of chicken, so it'll be 1 slice of chicken. There are a total of 8 pieces of chicken that I ended up cooking, but my son will eat a couple probably tonight and for dinner another night. I went ahead and added these little Sistema containers. I poured some of the teriyaki sauce because there was a lot left over inside of them, just so I have a little bit of the sauce I can pour on my chicken and my rice.